Okay, Emmanuel Ronald. I'm so grateful actually to be part of the show today in a very unique way. I know someone who's outside there may be surprised of the visitor that they're talking about, but that is me personally, as usual.
Really.
It is me. I love youth. Actually, I love to stay with the youth, my fellow youth, because I'm also at the youth, I'm also at that age bracket. So when something is not going well with my youth, I also feel the pain because the same youth who is being affected by drug is the same youth who is someone who's going to help me in the future. Then why is that not me to come to come and do something that can really save these people from where they are?
Really.
I love to take this opportunity to thank God so much for giving us this privilege. It has been quite a long period of time. Me, not actually, first of all, reaching my community about this issue that we are talking about, the street life, the ghetto youth, the ghetto life. I'm very sorry I was supposed to have some of my friends, some of these children, I was supposed to have them. I was supposed to come with some of this ghetto youth, but unfortunately, due to something that we cannot avoid it, has made them not to be here today. But I know with the time, we'll also get to know their stories about how they are living, what might have led them to streets, or what actually has made them to be in streets, and the challenges that they're going through as they're in streets. Today, I want to take this opportunity to thank God so much. As I talk to my people of Lango sub-region, whoever is able to listen to this frequency, whoever is able to pick me, whoever is able to understand my language as I speak to the entire community. I told you earlier on that I am by the name Okech Emmanuel Ronald. You can follow me on my social media. We have on my social media platform, YouTube. I'm also there on TikTok, on Facebook. I'm there. You can face me there. Actually, you can actually face me and you see how we are proclaiming this gospel about the mindset change and the community concern, that what the community have to do as we fight hard to save our chichiro, to save our future. I'm not a ghetto. Someone may be surprised. Although I call myself a ghetto youth. A reason being, not that when you are a ghetto youth, it means you are someone who is associated to ghetto. You are sleeping in corridors, or you are sleeping. You are someone who like taking this toxic substances, like cigarette. You may talk of cigarette. You may talk of this fuel that they're used to. You may talk of. You can talk of this marijuana here. So they know that when you get to youth, you are such kind of people who are used to those kind of things. No, I call myself a ghetto youth. The reason why I call myself a ghetto youth due to certain things that I've gone through. As you look at me at my age, I'm someone who at this time I should be having something that I can do to sustain myself, but due to certain conditions makes me not to be. Actually, as I talk in general, the same challenges I'm facing could be the same challenges you are facing. You find someone educated, no employment. You find someone very smart in mind, very, very smart actually in and outside, but it's just there with nothing. There's nothing in the pocket. So this is what we need to call upon as the community, the entire community. We should actually come out as a community that are looking for change, the community that are ready for change, and we look for possible way how we can save our community. When I talk of ghetto, this is what, even if we fight like what, we cannot actually, how can I say it? We cannot defeat this, but we can reduce. There are certain things that we cannot cure it, we cannot prevent it, but we can reduce.
Yes.
Like when you talk of street children, you ask yourself, how many are they? They're even over 1,000. But only that since you have no time to be there at night, that is where you cannot identify them. You can only see them, some few are working during daytime, collecting bottles, collecting remains of food, and you think those are the older ghettos, so the street children we have. No. There are so many street children who are there in the streets. when you try to trace on their background where they come from, you will find that there's a lot of things that has made them to come in streets. Like just recently, just 3 days back, I personally took one of the boy by the name of Moses to their place at Barugole there.
Yeah.
When I took this boy home, I had time to interact with the parent. Unfortunately, the condition actually from the parent is like a parent have nothing to do. Imagine you have your own child, and a child of 11 years old.
Imagine.
You fail to manage. You are complaining about the child being someone who cannot listen. You are complaining a child being very indisciplined. Now, when I ask you a parent, how comes that a child of 11 years old is very indisciplined to the point that you cannot correct that child, and you call yourself a full parent, and to make it worse, you are still producing more children? Of what use? I'm not blaming parents because these children they have problems. Some of them they are very indisciplined. When you go at their home to trace on some other issue, find that there are people who have actually they are very indisciplined. Leave alone the factors that has led to streets. But now, when we all know that these children are like this, what can we do as a community? These are the very tiname of Kina Wakan. These are the very tiname. One or two nanogetia boro or water gina be rumor be trading center no be money chengu de cano. There are very people ma were matinda meti pashino take the streets. Any better no. O de na ga mato jeno mato angwe yo mono. Kawan po ka community po ya kara cheno ni ukatoka se ke yore moro ne o ye lewe ko reducing ko Germany ene. Inu ngoni even your daughter may you are educating will be pregnated by one of the ghetto.
Right.
I am telling this the truth because it has happened with us. We had a girl in the ghetto, she got pregnant with the outsiders, someone who's not even, someone who's well okay. Way more reward car what they get to she actually got pregnant. The girl got pregnant. And as I talk now, she's there with the girl with the child in the ghetto. Let's look at such situation. What I am here for today, to my people of Lango sub-region. Manabero kopa me kwaho wani langi no kopa me kwaho lao.
But
yes,
Emma,
yes.
Before you go further, I wanted to first ask you a few questions that I think you will be able to answer.
All right, yes.
What really inspired you as a youth, and what came into your mind as a youth to choose this kind of leadership, being a leader of the youth who are in ghetto, like being someone who cares about the ghetto children whom they are being abandoned by their parents, right? And what really inspired you to choose this kind of job and start like helping these street kids with school fees, like what? How did you get to manage this?
I want to appreciate you so much, my brother Nicholas.
Yes.
And on top of what you have told me, I'm not a ghetto leader, but I'm just a volunteer.
It's okay.
For me, I love doing things without payment because I know when I'm to wait for someone to pay me, then I'm wasting time. I cannot keep seeing things when the situation is becoming worse. Like as I talk, I have one of my a son to my uncle who was in the streets. I could like see a better get a car when I didn't get in a walk at a shake. When you are led to shoot here, and I didn't yard for a pasha. You are led to your teaching. My better to shoot you about in the street. Would call you Marujay, Wilmo, Timuko, or Rushu? And they open you a coney. More a little bit of a car in the streets. Cooking out with Ramachel Gojot now, Jokong Arche could be carried penny, but catching carried penny. No, I'm only at in order with the streets. That's the fun thing. You can't get over the street because when you are you shoot out. What you can Mogame, they are total fun, sincerely. When you are like a nooper, what you can Mogame no, Joker, okay to Kelechal from like a molata. ni be walk ta tere okay the town kan no be go katat. But you find that since I can't afford food, pero I'm affording like you come gym, I'm affording you come medication, come maternity. And then you just be suffering there. Then at the end of it, I be looking at the car more. Okay, street. Like much muhakaro to do my pario. Very kind of Katina, Atina one at Yel Munumolata. This man has Ticotino Pierio, Tipieri Monangwen. So when we went there to take this girl back, he was a girl, what didn't happen a bit. Carabo had in your honey pashu. Motor Watika Shikonal. Then no, Pahotecani, and you are lapping at in a corridor, but I didn't corridor. And we are telling a bit Tatamo Bobo to Terre. At attending and to call due to reasons say annual measure of what you are the chant and piano will not have swallow chant the body on a measure material. So he failed to fulfill the responsibility. And Martin Riao by the town, take a lepita quarry. Paraquarmy Quanda, Tineno. Acquired with school, there you am Kwan, Pinang school fees. And this girl ended up being in the streets.
Surely.
So when you discover this girl, with the help from Lao Quran, this girl actually be the Karen when you asked me a question that what inspired me. This was my first time. I worked Foundation for the Great Royal Development. When I was in primary. That is how I developed that spirit of not Nana water tia be peho, Kunwana tingo. Atia meno tia be. Kariko bidi kirchia morope, but just a mere advice and I'm your only. From you after be car melo here. I remember I served there for like 3 years. From P4, P5, P6, P7. I was a chairperson at the school. Melo kum ngata melo ya pitu attend the school. By then we were fighting about something like corporal punishments. We could talk about Kilamira in Bedkere school. In fact, we were looking at where in Kwane school. Not only that, when I joined secondary at Town College, I was the head of class counselors at Town College. So from there, we could have cases. Who need to advise. And since I have that, it's like a call from God. I feel like when my friend is suffering, even if I have nothing to do with him, it's better a sacrifice. Even just an advice is something which is too much. It's even better than money that we usually offer. So that is how I developed that heart. I just have the feeling when my brother is in the ghetto, also in the corridors. But I'm sleeping in a very good. Maybe I'm sleeping in a very good building. Atikuma watia bera mo pe ha cha mo chema be shora matupia be terukuba be shu para water tia meti corridor. Why should I take time? Why should I take time to talk to my friend? Why should I take time to advise them? That is actually I'm not to get to buy the way to sing your I'm not to get. I have my parents, they are alive. I have them, they are alive. I'm not down you. I'm betting down you. But I always see with a lot of sympathy. Why should I call myself born again when I have someone dying next to me? Why should I be praying to God when I'm seeing my brother suffering and sincerely I'm not able to do anything that can transform him or her? Something not good. So I came in Ghetto purposely to serve as a mediator, to connect them to the community, so that they have that good relationship. The community have to look at that matter as not just a matter that not just as a matter of joke, but it's something that needs a concern. It's something that needs a community concern, not my own concerns, But mirubeda menu community mirungeni. Bet kanshi community bet kanshi kirikari chakone yora ngo megino timu kerengo. What am addressing kirikori challenges? Menu tia biro kirikari metiyeni. We are leaving other people like Unami tia bino kana tia bini la hawa kan. Utasho yote dano konia. I'm the chairperson of kwa kan tikere organization na kan kurengo aka mutin koro. Tia mak kuchalo tione kan. Kama chalo tione kan. they are taking their donors, and when they get the donation, they are not coming back. And that is why number unity is streets. Very many people are coming out to say we are helping street children. But are they helping street children really? Why are these street children still in the streets? Why are they still there? How can you just educate someone and leave him without what to do? That's a challenge we have. Very many organizations that are coming in to support these children. But at the worst part of it is that after them getting what they wanted, they're not coming back for these children. They're not coming back for this youth. And that's why we are having the numbers, the increase in number of those people in the streets. And also we have, they also have things to do with the home. Because you can't now want to yeah, you can't make a guy dressing with no money. Ghetto copy ghetto at Tunya Malateha. No money, a party ghetto no money, if I should kunasha. Level lenual and who can level and amotina metikunasha. Like in the family, they are like 12, they are like 14, they are like 15. Then let me you management a chala annual, responsibility annual, pay better minutica care. Then my chala ko domestic violence, Maria communal, a major annual carani. A camadec, a coco, a madecamalo here child, coicum, better minual. They are not having time for their children. Because I have company, we need to go on a phone. Potiri, we any point component point cash people so you have left a child, you are just concentrating on your business, you are leaving a child in the community. You know, you are not knowing a child, your child is interacting with who. You are not even knowing the kind of children that your child is interacting with them, or at the end of it, you find that your child is in the streets. What you can have to teach you by a corridor? When you ask yourself, what is wrong? It don't matter passion. So this is something that I need to call the community. Let us join hands together. Kaune bi una yo che binu bi ko ga motino wa kan no bi ga utino wa kan ro cho nyori no tero utia chiemke utia lon kara chekele kuno tino ni tia bida baru borwa utino tia kwalwa utino ni tia uno wa community utino ni tia mi wa luoro utino ni tia kwalo je wa community, and we fail to take seriousness over this matter. We are wasting time. It's not just a matter of applying force. I'm not saying we should get stick, we cane them, we should get stoned, we stone them. No. Let us use a diplomatic way. Before we apply force, let us first be diplomatic. Get a child, talk to a child. What has brought you here? You have the right to talk to a child. Yes. What has brought you here? There's a boy and a look and a haworo. Very child should on what happened here.
Money
get to go in street can I asked him, which I had to record because we were away with you in a poll. I'm not confirming a pira. The boy told me for him just found himself here in the city. Pero yo papere, pero yo totere, pero yo whatever can lay a cannon. So then it tieni, eno que la mediti. We got a pot, I remember my company. Ni end of ni totter binubola bola street. Binu kele ruente, te creba que se te agarro ruera. So, John Binu, we pick up all la papa. Timo Wakumura ruya, Timo Warango bolo giabola, Naratem walk pede, walk area moke, pohite over the streets, Timo Wamenu Kumpino capi mirror merme because when I were medatemo, Chia were recordo. Timo wada work just because of me tomato anything at jay tabake coding on. I mean doing something I made so effective to the community.
Yeah, Emma.
Yes.
Da ti con che da pegno la cielo con me metti ama metti in che mi con lo che mette win ready chane con nge con per how do tieni o tieno ni a metti a berge di street ene kit code is challenge ngo a me again code tienu a me you have discovered by your own and a me nu ni do berge no per tech tutorial a me lao mi no chingi car ciel tenere ni be pero tieni ber ka che che ra be nu ni ne no tieni ti berge ka che che kuch mu di street kan ke me con lo me la con nge
yeah poi ma tech brother Nicholas kind no mot kind ko boni be pero tieni it's like you are promoting them. You're inviting others to come to street, of which we are not at all. We are not tolerating that. I am the first person that may number chimati. However, I did not reckon I'm in the street. Gotta be no by Chawati. Can't even identify in the street. They called me. They called me. Like we had Chela and Akele Yamukan. Akele Chele Yamukan. There are some people who are trying to rape her. Was a girl of 15 years old also. Now the Yamukan. To go a chimcha, Bishela or the bill. I think we had home at Akele Yamukan. They look at the handling. They are handling to see policy. Yeah, local comparative. And they guess that get ready and to finding out and well, I think that I talk now, I think they push. I be want to tell me, Kagi not here. So I just receive a call at any time. Just receive a call at any time. Not that Penny want to come we should do something in a new team maintain. We are promoting them. No. Ghetto life or street life is not a choice for everyone. Meeting at that town, Petty and Malora made that in the record. Petty Natora made that in whatever very cold. Because life there is something like being in hell. Pekama didn't get a match here. Or didn't keep a home. Some of them are very indisciplined. You can go yakino in a war. I mean, Pehan no yak when no yak passion. So me give it up a war on it. Mutino can now be to challenges, so Gamo Mio Gilbinucha, better affected. El Kailu at in a local Karasik. No, okay, the carry corridor. You will get to know very well. Only Moga Karkan a point or Gipemio Gichemo. Which is very true. While Timoga more and more, Chiao could do shoe, Chieni and Yerkish $1 could do shoe. The Rio. Like all the Macrobinuke, nice giant these streets. That one paid off. How can they help such one? How can they help such kind of a child? I mean, you totally watch here. So, God didn't take this kind of mark with this kind of torture. Do you think the child will go back home?
I think the child might even disappear from
sometimes
home.
Even the way he was trying to tell me, when you come here to pay him to pero I'm to the toilet. So I laugh at the guy even.
Atami mo no tama no petia bet twal. Pen kan ni kwa ku ni pigi no ameno petia bet to no da tem bal muna dit ni mo ba.
Thinking that go have a community here. Penny we only have street children, we only have the ghetto youth. One take a shake a toro can table like corridor. It's very true. Ginaka you work over no piano when you land. Can you worry bus park? You will see mothers sleeping there on card box. Utiaburu in Kunasha. One looking at a Kairi paying you have to start knowing this. Kai would have done and Torona and Maki Mogame Quack what she have returned. Up to morning.
What could be the effect or the results of this?
Yeah, that's why I was saying it's a community concern. Robert, a child look me pay home more and take a secret. When you cook it like you have nowhere to stay permanently. You pay can already robbery. Timoga menu, our yai poshipia came. You got actually Binuki Kunasha Binu to due to virus, actually due to very many things that I can't describe at this time. But majorly with the children, domestic violence, and then both Kikunasha, they're also very indisciplined. But these are the very people come on low shake still they can change. What you can joke in a put you on street, they are willing to go back home. And I will not tell them really passion. I will not tell me I'm very close to them, I can talk to them and they listen to me. Like now I said now in Wahokaro. I want to first take this opportunity for you know allow Koran primary school. Kano community dushu no jo dushuro titkara chike chunyamo upunye kara chekire PTA board monument lao Koran do nyo kara chekire ni ko de ne pay street. Ana biro ngatu law ku kumpano dino me ko re lao subregion. Ka ko lao subregion no what I'm talking about. Otino ni kai ne dino pa de kan, dino gulu kan, dino tu heti kan, dino do holo kan. No, Bimtikan, Utinova Molatati corridor. Actually, they are from all parts of the what? Districts in Laos region. So, Kano community do Shuramber, Nena Mekuru, when you take us in school, like Lao Koran. I'm making a year Chakoyotin, one menona. I'm very happy that we have given us free sponsorship for these children. I mean, one come no, take a you maybe to one. We are the one to look for them and take them to school. But like this year, one of the car shake register to Piro. I mean, they come to me crying that they want to go back to school. I mobilized them. I told them, if you want to go back to school, I'm not your father, I'm not your mother. What I wanted you to do to confirm to me you're very ready and you want to go back to school, go and buy a books, go and buy a pen, come to me. And they did it. Joking will have joking that will have you for a child. So, how could the Germany community? Why not we to come together and we join hands rather than giving our children to unknown people to be the to actually make meaning what you know? Tell on can you get okay? How are community to tackle when Timu could warm allow money? I think we should make it to the best. Not only that, public library, you are training a computer. I went there and I request myself. With the people in public library. Who told me you were space for you here and when I beat. And as I talk now, I think the Ghetto youth and around up here a day we are here. I met here for your computer. I included the any. Now, if all this can happen, why don't we to join hands together? Why do you go to a chong near your chong near you know, Lacorantia one school? Put in corridor. Melacorantia, you get one known. In China, library, your opportunity can you didn't when I beat, but we have already have started to in the training. John a car look at the car and maybe the quit training. They will no longer be the same. Because in the school where they have, we do local shake it, you do counseling. Like in Laocoran, every Friday we have guidance and counseling. I mean, I work with a catch a job of your to local security and they give them support. So that is what we are supposed to do. And I'm very happy. Among Tina Metia Kwani. Kaina wouldn't allow her to take on Gilard Hotino can take or Prudong Matijani. Because the condition for you to be a student at Yeltini Vecocon, Vecoja, Vecum, Vecomatabago. And that's the condition.
Yeah, I think you're very right, Hema. Poet tual meme yo lwak ngayo tam apiratek muna kwa hako kom ghetto youth nyoni otina munuta kwa di corridor apen mena magiki amedong ana meta penyi ka cheke kede tene what is your goal? What is your goal that you are aiming for these youth who are living in the street? And maybe you can give maybe you can mention something like let me assume like the help, where you're getting the support from and where you're actually guiding them to, like gathering them together, like how do you communicate to them? Because I can see all of them. Others may be that side of that side of the main market. Others are how do you gather them together?
Information, we have around 48 ghettos. You cannot even bury here. Take a better around here and when we are born. I'm making a bury here. And you ask me about goal. Achalawan. The first thing I know at the end, there should be a mindset change for these children. And through that, around you, okay, like a mindset change to the community. I mean, they are going to open up their mind towards this kind of situation because this is already a pandemic. Something which has come to stay with us for long. But it is we to be more serious and look for a appropriate solution, what we can do best to actually minimize the rate. I first stress out what is actually leading these children to street, of which what I've identified as me is that domestic violence, pero ginamachi nugerme yot, nugerme yudi. Ikin pinka na wati yene. Any like a lunga Germany. Secondly, the be the mono war no kikinutino. Because I didn't know ya bear a push, Robert a kumnuka. I didn't know better push a better. You lever I create a year, and you find at the end of it at the end of Vinoke Street. So, war no taking not in at the hat. Not even the Jonathan Street. Pashkum cannot in a jabby. The Lokeni, a yas result of more domestic violence. Pashu capitia bear. Peti, then it means Peti Ginora Bear Warung Kunaseno. Kana we not a pay, kana mara pay, kuchorkum pay, Karasian. So the major challenge Anatanu, Nipehana Machala and Nutieni, domestic violence, they're contributing a lot towards Nyao, Dino Wai corridor, Lao sub-region. There's also what we call lack of sensitization. Community, while petty sensitized Jawati. And I could buy a village local job when you're yote. That thing's no longer happening nowadays. You don't know when we may come here on media like this. Parting at all, how can I pay with your radio? I child as I talk, people are just ever busy with the business. No Africano, Biacha they are watching. Then I win your radio anymore. So there's also need for sensitization over this matter, of which we are calling the whole entire community to embrace. This is what I'm talking about, sensitization, community sensitization. And to me, I've already identified some other dangerous areas. I may covering the number of areas and are discovering, to my understanding. There are some areas I've already identified and take a higher rate of ballot in Atino. Kind of community in Atino. Within the city here, even. We're in a corridor. I've already identified it. So the first goal was to identify the factors leading to streets, of which I have even already discovered it. And secondly, to look at how best can we help ourselves. Look at me, I'm above 23 years old. Someone may be surprised of who is that one talking? He's a married guy, what? No. I'm above 23 years old. But I'm happy with it. I'm looking at my head. But I can do something to help someone with the little I have. Even if I give just an advice to someone, that's really something too much than even money you expect, money you're thinking about. Because you already made something even something more expensive than what you're thinking about. So the second was my second goal was to look at how I can help them, of which I am just like that. But if I time can I quite like as I talk and how much I actually want a radio. Can we knew some of it kobo Tina High School. One of the Casio Tina when I want you pen maybe earlier matter. But a body can record out second grade. This was the ghetto.
That's great.
So when you're still there, you undermine those people. They are at school and they're studying. University kusha. He said side industrial hub. They're getting trained to get a carpentry, to get a welding. You know why I'm going to get to Tiapan Kunasha. They've given us opportunity to put in when we get here for Kunasha. So let us just have a mindset change toward these issues. You ask me about donation, and I'm getting at all donating. I'm not alone. I am with. We already have a leader. They will arrest me. They will start abusing you. Like there was a day I was speaking to a community. So about you see this kind of things. So I told them, you could have okay. What did that I go to take a real passion? I'm trying to sensitize you of what you should be more serious about. You are there, you're just complaining. Something that doesn't make sense. So I have no donation. Really cannot tell again. They have gone through that life. And since they were transformed by someone, they feel like they should also do the same to their brothers in the streets. As I talk now, one thing I see got a and they're still inside up to now. They're still inside up to now. But that is not how the community have to behave. Let us come out. We solve up this. We look for how best we can work out these problems in the community. Not just by harassed. Like me, I have my parent. Every day I'm in the church. I'm ever here in the studio. I'm ever there in the community trying to actually educate the community on what they have to do, and you come arrest me for what? Now, Kaini Mahako Banyo, the English schools here, who will look for their scholastic materials? And they're demanding it now. Who is going to maintain them at school? When they're sick, they call me. They call us the leaders. When someone is misbehaving at school, they call us. They don't call police, they don't call even the press, they don't call even nurses or whatever. They call us to respond. Then, if you arrest us, what does it mean? So that is all that I can say. But one round you ignore a bell of water, can it bear one ticket? You cannot get who's really fixed into someone's mind is something very difficult. The community in Korea with your ratio. Penny give you rush. Timo Kuma Metaquire, Mirkumukoyo Givuru. Can't we war about it telling which you buy no telly, a cognac in Korea Morno. The kind of Konia, because when I look at a bed, Bible could work in order to come at Peru beach. That's an appear when I beach. A car to Noro. If you know how a car can have been me a Chiam. A caramino. A car way which be there with a car that. If you take a little, you need a make a cab a car port to me in a chama. That is a judgment for us. Let us do something for these children. Not all these people in the ghetto. I have talked to parents, I've talked to a lot of people. They are there. Who does that? Those people are not there. Today, go to the bus park, go and see. They are there. Move around the verandas, you find them sleeping there. Are they ghetto? Are they children? Are they youth? People with gray hair. Are they youth? They're not even mad people. They are very normal people, but they're there in the streets. So we also have ghetto mothers and we have ghetto fathers. They are there. I'm calling upon the community. Let us style up over this matter and we look for how best we can solve this. Whoever want to arrest me, please. I just do me for because what I'm doing is of no payment. I will receive a donation of a pen and at a mochuala one me a book of a pen was over Agnes Kwan. He gave me a book of a pen. Only her. I've never received a donation from someone, but you find this part school. So I'm begging you, please let us have a positive mindset towards these people. Let us love them. Call them, talk to them. They will listen to you.
Yes, all right, Emma. Neno chawa dong tu dong ba da ke hapar ke ken me wan ya studio kan in a minute when you're ready come da ke ha na go chimi na manota de ka bong wen no notaria bong wen chera bere te me tammi ka che kere ngo che me yino neno ni uti mere me ra ne ni uti me ko tin ko ro me no ti ko mo ne district kan ka che kere ma me yu kanyo che dogo tu chera me no petia bera me no tu cover ye kan muni ne ra me tam muno banga ta me no tie me alok muno pa piutin ko do muno me ta ko district kan ara mo go chimi na ba ta de ko wen no notaria bungwena chera bero muni te me tam yes Emma as we conclude I think I check it up in chel I met a penny ka check it is there any other schools can come up with the same idea no lang koran kita me ko ka check ni umi like free sponsor munu me ne tin meta ko the street but ka check a car munu me no service munu me kwan. Is there any other school that can afford, or you can even try with your level best and convince other schools so that you get more and more school that will be able to help you and sponsor these children so that everything goes on well?
Yeah, that is also with what is within my work plan 2024 as me personally. Because I always feel shocked when I hear some people moving in radio stations and I'm declaring today, petty school or petting at or tin corridor, apart the school Melan Koran. Petting at or corridor, you tell me tin corridor, one school free of charge, apart the Lao Koran. Whoever is moving on the radio station or any platform media company, we are keeping children that is out. I want to clear this one. Lukop Gova, because Otironi, and I take one can reckon. Taliban and attack one Lira houses. I am the one concerned about them. I'm the one following them up. And I know how many of them are there. How many of them are there. Well, take a look at Bear and you did in a Kunasha. And I always follow them. Well, take a look at Barapur, Udinri Kunasha. I always follow them to see how their study is going. So, whoever is saying, I took only a cotton corridor. Moving back in Pink County, I want to assure the community that is not true at all. It is not true at all. So true at all. Because of tyranny, can't go to walk at a now sometimes they get annoyed. Because cat no idea would really have to go to even me, I'm not keeping them. I'm not part of I have nothing. I don't have anything to actually do that, and I have nothing that I can use to cater for them. But only the time and the advice I give them. And my struggle actually to talk to some of my friends who feel like helping. That is all I have. So whoever is coming out in the community, that is so true. We have various organizations, some of which are up to now that really help these children. You'll find them training these children after training. Let me ask you a question now. How can you have a training for 1 week? Can a training of 1 week transform someone? You know, be the child. No, you take a look at the mechanic. And then what is it all about? They are collecting data of these children. How we are teaching these children, we are training this. That is what we are talking about, which is so true. So I just call upon the community that has stand up, that has be vigilant, that has actually very good up your tyranny. I'm going to have it get a card and may have a street. Kawote Kurchima Yaho, not a couple to the community. Polo Telamete Quaro. Guiding any better Telamete Quaro, Martinity Cordo. Uncle Coney. I don't want someone to arrest me. Call me, my number is out. If you want to look for your child in the street, call me, I will help you to look for that child and you get the child. Cardinal corridor. One of you who are polarized, and I will not to the streets. It help a hill with a macajo. What can I go in the pay corridor, but it will pay him motor. And to make it was in more pick work over the tenny.
That's the main problem.
Pashuki, you know, I don't get here to Baraka, I could be too much in I had to win it.